Woo! All right. Hello. I don't need y'all seeing all my business, but hello and welcome. It's been that type of night, but we are here tonight to partake in some new moon and Cancer live card readings. So the way that this is going to go is I've advertised these readings and on all social medias. I've got a couple people who've already booked readings, but I want to give people a little bit more time to go ahead and book if they're going to. The way that you do that and reserve your spot is you can go ahead and send your $10 payment to the Cash App or the PayPal link that's in the description box below. That's all I'm going to say on that. If you cannot use Cash App or PayPal, you can also use the super chat button over in the chat in the chat box and whatnot to make your payment. And it's basically first come, first serve. I only have a couple spots open for tonight. So go ahead and grab yours if this is something you're interested in. Nothing on my website is $10. I'm just going to say that. So if you like to get a discounted reading, if you're interested in getting a reading, but you're not exactly sure what to expect and you kind of don't want to go for the full throttle just yet, I would definitely recommend getting one of these mini readings. It's a great way to check in on just like what's going on right now and like what do I need to know in order to move forward, on my best foot type of thing. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. So how we're going to start tonight is, I'm looking for my cards and they're right here. So how we're going to get started tonight is, hold on one second, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to talk to a young lady about tonight's live and I want to invite her. So give me just 1 second. I like to multitask, but I'm horrible at it. Okay. All righty. So we can go ahead and get started and I'm getting all types of texts. Okay. So here we go. What we're going to do to get started is I want to just read for all of the elements. I feel like it's not realistic. Everybody that comes through today is not going to necessarily get a reading, but I feel like everybody should be able to walk away with something. So we're going to spend just a few minutes reading for the fire signs, the earth signs, the water signs, and then the air signs. Okay, guys? Please apply these messages to your sun, moon, and rising sign. If you don't know what your sun, moon, or rising is, then you need to come see me, honey, about a reading. Or you can honestly go to little websites. Like my favorite ones are Astro Cafe, as well as astro.com to see what your sun, moon, and rising signs are. So the overall cards that we're getting for today is the Prince of Wands and the Ten of Cups reversed. I really feel like a lot of us are going to be focusing on topics of how to move forward, how to really identify with our passions and with what it is that we want out of life, as well as how to maybe be able to identify more with our home life. Okay. The new moon is in the sign of Cancer. I did just do a video on the astrology for the new moon. If you're interested in learning more about that video is perfect for you. It goes really, really in depth. I just published it earlier today. So go check that out. But today we're just going to be focusing on the tarot. And I want to start with my fire signs. I'm really feeling the fire signs right now. So Spirit, tell me what the fire sign collective needs to know for this new moon in Cancer. What is going to be their main focus for this new moon? Thank you so much, Spirit, for your messages. Thank you for being so clear, cut, and direct with us about what it is that we need to know. So the fire signs, it's saying that you guys you got the Four of Cups, basically saying you need to take a little bit of a step back and reevaluate your values and what it is that you say that you want. The Four of Cups brings up in question, gratitude. What is it that you already have around you that you may be taking for granted and not really being so appreciative of? And, what is it that you're romanticizing? Because this card talks about there being this, you have some things around you that could have the potential to make you emotionally fulfilled, but then you're idealizing something that is so far away from you and making it seem like you don't have anything to be grateful for. And so this one sort of speaks of bringing your mind back into the present moment, bringing your mind and your body back into your body. You know what I'm saying? Like really being present and understanding that the only way that we can get closer to the things that we want is if we're grateful for what it is that we already have. And then we also have the Hierophant here, fire signs. So I feel like you guys are really having to question sort of your moral code, how it is that you decide, you know, how you're going to act and react in the world. Like your reputation may be coming into question. You know, the way that you make decisions, your sense of judgment really is what it is. I feel like is what you're going to be focusing on during this new moon cycle. And the new moon was yesterday. Let me just go ahead and say that. It was yesterday on the 9th at 9:16 p.m. But new moons and full moons, the energy is really potent like the 3 days around the full moon, but the energy will last until the next moon cycle, which will be the full moon on July 23rd. So we still have all of this energy, all of these themes to sort of deal with and work through from now until then. So for fire signs, yeah, your guys' moral code is being brought into question. How you move is being brought into question. What it is that you're truly grateful for, your values, what it is that you really care about, I feel like is in question for everybody. But for you guys in specific fire signs, you may be getting a little ahead of yourself. And spirit is just saying, hey, call it back in. You might want to bring it back down to basics and really like have that moment with yourself to maybe reevaluate what your morals are and what, you know, what your standards are and how you're living. Let's go ahead and get a call to action card and see what you guys can do moving forward this new moon season. Spirit, what can the fire signs do in order to rectify this situation and to come more into their authentic selves? Call on your runners. So this one is basically saying, I need another one, because calling your runners is a little bit like, okay, they want you to do something about it. They want you to really put this new ideal into motion. They want you to take it and help make you, like, let the situation help make you more responsible for yourself in the way that you actually act out things, in the way that you do things in the world, and know that it's not personal. So yeah, fire signs, you guys tend to be, you know, your fire sign. So spirit, I think, is telling you that everything in life doesn't have to be such a personal pursuit. You know, when we feel a way about something, we tend to want everything to kind of change in order to bring us what it is that we want. But I think spirit is telling you to really call it in a little bit and recognize when you get a little too big for your britches, fire signs, okay? Like I said, the main thing for you guys is going to be gratitude this season and really coming into that space where you can be grateful and okay with what it is that you have so that you can open up the channel towards abundance. Okay, let's go ahead and see what the air signs have up next. Spirit, what can the air signs expect during this new moon season? Fire signs, I think it's also worth it to just say, like, I feel like you guys should definitely watch that Cancer new moon video that I did, because it basically, this moon cycle is talking about us identifying with our authentic selves. And, you know, I think a lot of the other signs might hide who they are for other people. I don't think you guys really do that too much, but it's still like, I don't know, there needs to be balance in all things as far as just, you know, when you want to live your life a certain way or do things a certain way, you have to, what do I want to say? Have that sense of authority over your life, but not let it move into everybody else's space, kind of. And also, as you're in that pursuit, just be grateful for what you have. Like, don't feel like you have to just knock everything down, knock all this shit over and start all the way over again. Okay, so we got the King of Discs here for Aquarius, for the air signs. Let me slow down. I'm hot. So the air signs got King of Discs. So air signs, this period for you is going to be about stabilizing yourself. How are you actually going to ground yourself during this season? Don't get carried away with your feelings and your emotions, air signs, because Cancer season can tend to do that for all of us just a little bit. Cancer is the sign that once they feel something, they really want to act on it. So I'm feeling like for my air signs, we might be thinking a lot and sort of like ruminating over how it is that we make our money, how it is that we gain, you know, capital, we gain resources, how do we gain connections, what are we going to do long term? And so really trying to get on that horse and getting your mind right is going to be a major focus during this new moon and Cancer season. I also think that just, what was I going to say? It left me that quick. save your money during this time. Like, it's really time to start being really frugal, creating financial plans and things like that. I think I already said you want to plan out for the long term. And really getting out here and doing different things that will, like, if you've had a plan or something that you've been sitting on for a while, air signs, it's time to start moving towards it and doing the thing. Because this is the king, not the queen. This is not about what you know on the inside. This is about showing up, showing out, actually executing the plan, doing the thing. So heavy energy. And it's the king of discs, bro. So it's about longevity, long-term legacy. You also have let go. So within this, I feel like, you know, one door closes, a window opens. You might be letting go of one thing in order to fall more into something else. And I feel like it's really just about clearing that space for yourself in order to be able to have room to accept that new thing, right? It's the same old, y'all. Like, y'all already know the motion. It's just, this is what time it is at this point right now, in particular, air signs. So that's all I got for you guys. Let's go ahead and move forward with the signs. If you guys would like a personal reading, and the personal readings will be a little bit more in depth, a little bit longer than these. I also have a third deck that I'm going to be using for the personal readings. This is the Life Purpose deck. So we'll do a tarot reading, a call to action reading, and then a life purpose deck to see, like, what is it that you could be, in what ways could you apply yourself in order to maximize on this new moon energy for the individual pulls. If you'd like to reserve an individual pull, you can make your payment of $10 to the Cash App or PayPal links that are listed below. If you've been here with me and you plan on staying, can you please like the video? I love you guys so much, and I do appreciate that love. It helps us boost these videos so that I keep on coming back, honey, because I plan on making High Vibe a much bigger part of my schedule, okay, moving forward. So go ahead and show that support. Thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and do water signs. I'm feeling the water sign collective. Spirit, can you give me whatever messages the water sign collective needs to hear? This is going to be the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising group. What do they need to know? And you guys, it's flowing. All right, Spirit. Thank you so much. Okay. Give me another one, Spirit. What does a water sign collective need to know during this new moon phase? I'm feeling like you guys are really trying to, like, tap in right now to your inner selves. Like, you're doing a lot of focusing right now on what you're going to do next, what your next moves are. I feel as though, okay, so you got the moon, and then you also have the Chariot. Let's talk about the moon card. Water signs. The moon card talks about, you know, us being tapped into our intuitive selves, us really paying attention to the signs, you know what I'm saying, as it pertains to our feelings and emotions, as we shift through life and move through situations and experience people. You guys are steadily coming back to center to check in with yourself to see how you're feeling about what's going on and using it to help you move forward. But right now you may be trying to put those sensors out and feeling a little bit like the whole story is not being revealed to you. That is natural. I mean, we're human. We'll never have the whole story, right? But I definitely feel like strengthen your psychic awareness, strengthen your connection to spirit. And the way you do that is by calming down. Like, even as I started shuffling for you guys, it's like spirit was like, girl, breathe. Like, you're going, I started off with the fire signs. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because they had me like, okay. And then I'm just like, no, like, calm down and come into that peaceful serenity, right? Where, you know, there's certain things you can change and certain things that you can't. But you're going to just stay in that peaceful state of flow so that whatever information comes, you're ready for it. You're there and ready to receive it. And like I said, your main objective is really going to be to move forward. The Chariot is the represented by Cancer in the zodiac or in the tarot. And so it talks about really evening out our load. Like, Cancers tend to get a horrible rap. I'm gonna just go ahead and give y'all the spiel. They get the rap for being the sensitive crybabies of the zodiac. Not true. Sensitive, they will cry and they are sensitive, but they will also beat your ass while they're crying, because that's how much they care. That's how they show that they care, is by being in tune with their emotions. And they're like the superheroes of the zodiac, because they're like the Hulk. Like, they get mad and they just instantly blow up and turn into this whole other person, you know. But then they can go back into form and be this soft, cuddly being. So it's really about balancing out both sides of that spectrum, understanding that you need to be vulnerable, but you also need to be able to protect yourself in order to move forward. That is what it takes in order to travel the course and not be, pushed to one side or the other based on circumstances or whatever it is that you face as you're going along your journey. Cancer understands how to flow in and out of life, like they're represented by the crab. They can be on the sea, or on the sand, and be protected in that way, or they can go in the water and go explore the emotional undercurrent. But the sand is like the earth element of it all, where they can also be super stable and understand how to, fight for themselves and how to do things the right way and how to just take on life. They're all about just ebbing and flowing with life's currents. They're ruled by the moon, quite literally. So this is funny. The spirit is really giving the love to the Cancers. Happy birthday to my Cancers, because this is both of you guys' cards in the zodiac, the moon and the Chariot. So yes, lots of forward moving energy. Although you don't have all of the signs right now, you're being called to have faith and really, like I said, connect with your intuition, trust yourself. Trust that you will not ever have all of the answers, but continue to forge forward anyhow. All right. And then you guys have make a note of it as your card. And then you got an additional card, which says time for crayons. So I'm really feeling like, again, you guys might need to tap into your psychic awareness a little bit, maybe do some free writes, get some crayons, draw some pictures and see where your inner child takes you, whatever it is that you're drawing or whatever messages come up while you have that crayon in your hand, pay extra close attention to them and meditate on them and see if there might be some messages there for you as far as, how to move forward. And then you guys also have make a note of it. So this is telling me that there might be some ideas that are in your subconscious mind that you really just need to, like I said, free write, get it on paper, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. It's time to take those ideas and really bring them down to earth, plot out ways that you can make these things realistic, right? And deal with your hangups as far as like, I'm telling you, it's going to be a battle against your emotions and doing what it is that you really need to do in order to move forward. Okay, water signs, thank you so much. If you guys would like a personal reading, all you have to do is make your payment to the Cash App or the PayPal below. Let's go ahead and move to the earth signs. Earth signs. And then we're going to get into the personal readings. I've got Crystal up first for your personal reading. Just so you guys know, I will call you guys out. I'll let you know what the order of the readings will be. And I hope everybody is here when it's time for their reading. I might have to send a couple of text messages and be like, hey, where we at with it? Okay, let's see what's going on with our earth signs. Spirit, thank you so much. Please give me whatever messages you have for the earth sign collective during this Cancer new moon. What it is that they have to work on, what it is that they need to know in order to move forward, their best foot forward. I want to get a couple signs or a couple cards for the earth signs. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right, my earth babies. This is going to be for the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn collective, the sun, moon, and risings of those signs. Okay, yes. Okay, so you guys have the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Wands for this new moon in Cancer. So I'm feeling like earth signs are just tired of the bullshit. They are tired of playing games with motherfuckers, okay? They are tired of feeling like they're not living in their truth, speaking their truth, right? Or being as objective as they possibly could. The Queen of Swords is very matter of fact. She does not sugarcoat anything. She tells it like it is, and she doesn't get emotional about anything that's going on, in her immediate reality. She's the one that's going to pull everybody up for air and say, okay, I understand you guys all feel like this, but this is what needs to happen, and this is what we're getting ready to do. So she is not getting caught up in any sort of emotional dramas, no sort of, battle of the will. She's going to do what she's going to do and be her authentic self. We also have the Seven of Wands here, which talks about standing proud and really being in a space to protect your feelings, your thoughts, your ideas, what it is that you believe. Okay, so she's sitting here with her shield. This is giving Cancer season energy as well, because like I said, Cancer is about being super protective over oneself and over your ideas, what it is that you want to do moving forward, right? So she's coming in idea, something new life or something creative that you've been doing with your life. It could be, like I said, also a belief system that you have. It could be a sense of something that keeps you motivated, like something that's really time. And if anybody has anything to say about it, you're definitely going to let them know how you feel and where you stand. This could also just be you being super stern in your own beliefs at this time and not being swayed by other people. We do have a couple of aspects within the astrology that talk about, you know, people wanting to come around and sort of press traditions or ideals onto us right now, and everybody's identifying with their own like personal sense of what's important and creating new traditions. And so, yeah, there could be a lot of that. Queen of Swords does represent the Aquarius in the tarot or in the zodiac. So it's about breaking free and individuating, doing things your own way, and like protecting your right to do that. Okay, let's see what call to action cards you guys have, earth signs, and then we're going to move right into Crystal's reading. She's number 1 on the personal reading list. So earth signs, you're being called to cleanse your energy and to call on your joy guide. So I feel like right now, maybe don't take things so super seriously, like know where you stand and how you feel, but don't let it just take over your entire being. You know, you want to maintain relaxed. You don't want to become, because this lady here can be a super cold-hearted bitch. Like, I'm just going to tell you like it is. So you want to make sure that you're not taking on all of that, you know, defense energy into your body and like setting yourself to be this like walking muscle, this walking reflex. No, cleanse your aura. It's time for a change. It's time that, and in order to make change, you have to kind of, you know, be willing to combat those who are more comfortable with keeping things the way that they are. So yeah, just be sure that you are stern and in your, you know, sure about where you are, but also doing things that make you happy, cleansing yourself, doing some self-care, really putting that extra energy that you're calling back from these people, putting it into yourself and celebrating the fact that you are breaking free and doing your own damn thing. Like, yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Spirit. Thank you so much for these messages. Let's go ahead and get into the personal reading. I'm actually going to send out one more little text message just to make sure everybody knows that it's about that time. Okay, we're back. It said my connection was unstable. All right, Crystal, it is your turn for your personal reading. If there's anything that you want me to focus on in the reading, please leave it in the chat. Okay. And actually, before I get started with this, girl, I need to put the fan on me. Hold on 1 second. Hold on just 1 second, sweet pea. I hope this doesn't affect you guys' audio too bad, but I needed that. Okay. Spirit, what does Crystal need to know during this new moon in Cancer? What does she need to know moving forward in order to identify more with her personal truth? What is it that she's working on for herself that she needs to get more clear on? Okay. All right. Crystal, if there's nothing you want to focus on, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling your cards now, love. And let's see what this new moon in Cancer has in store for you. Definitely be very deliberate with these messages. Oh, and if I didn't let a card fall on the ground, it's not a real reading, honey. All right. This card that you have out already is looking pretty damn good, but I'm going to pull out a couple more. So I'm going to give you guys thorough mini readings. I don't want this to just be one and done. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit. Give me one more card for Crystal. And please let me know what it is that she needs to know to get through this time with the highest vibration possible. Ooh, y'all just don't understand. This fan just saved my whole life. Okay, Crystal, so the card you got was the Two of Cups. Two of Cups indicate that you are identifying who you are through your connections. There may be some significant partnerships in your life at this time. You might be honing in more on the close relationships that you do have. It's funny because I had a conversation with Miss Crystal not too long ago, and she was telling me that right now she's more quality over quantity as far as, you know, the people around her. Crystal, I hope I'm not saying too much, but yeah, that's really the energy that this is bringing up. The cups are about our feelings, emotions, our sense of being fulfilled, like our sense of purpose in life, really. And right now, part of your purpose is coming to you through your relationships, and just being able to understand other people and be understood in return is like huge right now. It's going to offer a lot of support for you. The Two of Cups card is really, it's about friendship, but it's also really good for romantic relationships. So this energy could absolutely be present within your relationship, of just feeling reciprocal, feeling supported, feeling, you know, just in a positive space, like you see eye to eye with this other person and there's no weird shit in between. You also have the Seven of Discs. The Seven of Discs talks about, you know, there being something that you're working on that's taking a long time. It's really a labor of love. And it's like there's growing pains that come along with it, and you have to stretch yourself in different ways to be able to fit into this mold, to be able to fit into this new position, this new role that you're being primed for, you're being prepared for. You're also having to tend to something pretty regularly, and it might feel like just long drawn out tedious work, but again, you have this partnership energy. I keep dropping these cards, I'm so sorry. You have this partnership energy here to support you. And so this new moon is going to be about like really just falling into this new way of life, at least for the moment, because things are getting ready to change. Things are definitely getting ready to change for you, but it's a slow build towards that change, and how you sort of nurture and take care of yourself is going to be huge. You also have the Princess of Swords just came out. So there might be a potential to like get mixy, be talking to people a lot. You might see that you are having more conversations with people that you normally don't talk to. Honestly, this could be like you increasing your internet presence as well. Okay, you just being more vocal on the internet, being more present on the internet, because the swords are about how we communicate. Princess of Swords is kind of like the news, the media, you know, social media, gossip as well. Just having small conversations with people to find out what's new, what's the news, you know, what's the haps or whatnot. But I'm seeing that it could be connected to this work card that you have, girl. You already know what I'm talking about. Could be connected to this, that you're having to put more effort and more energy, and it's this long drawn out tedious process of like being social. Okay, so let's see what else is going on for you during this new moon. But yeah, like I said in the beginning of the reading, there's a lot of energy being put just on your personal relationships, and then the work aspect of it is, yeah, you're having to do a lot more communicating, a lot more talking with people, and just putting yourself out there. It's like talking becomes work. Talking becomes work. Spirit, what does Crystal need to know moving forward? How can she I think I'm going to use this one first. So can you clarify this Seven of Discs in this Princess of Swords situation here? In what ways could Crystal be processing this information or getting information to people? What type of work is she doing right now? Writing, yes. So you absolutely could be using your words a lot more during this time, and having to, like I said, just communicate with people more. Getting your message out there is going to be heavy for you. And it is a labor of love, baby. Okay, let's see what you can do to get more in alignment during this new moon. Downtime. So it's saying, yeah, it's time to really you know, spend some time on the wheel, on the hamster wheel. This is exercising like your whatever it is that you do, but not necessarily being super active during this time. It's just really doing the work of thinking of what it is that you want to do, having time to rest, because this lady is pregnant. So I want to put this in perspective for you. When you're pregnant, it's like you're doing some heavy freaking work just doing the work of being pregnant. So the downtime is just take some time away from maybe, the buzz of the real world in order to get your stuff together, to prepare for this new role that you're coming into. The role on the card is motherhood. That might not be something you're looking forward to. It might, I don't know what your life is, but it's telling me that you need to take a little bit of time for yourself because you're in a creative space. The number on this card is 3. 3 is the number of creativity. It's time for you to really start molding your life. Now, you could use writing to help you manifest what it is that you want to birth for this new moon, because the new moon energy is about pushing things forward, and really being in a space of manifestation. And it's in Cancer. Y'all, I can't tell you enough. The Cancer energy is about our heart and what it is that we really want. And you guys know we manifest from the heart. Like, if you don't feel some shit in your heart space, baby, it's not coming. It's not going to be a reality for you. That's the main key, is getting everything balanced out so that your heart can be level, so you can be pure, so that you can really be a mirror and pull in what it is and magnetize what it is that you want. And so, yeah, you're in this creative space. Writing might really help you to get clear on what it is that you're trying to create, what it is that you're trying to mold, because there will come a time where you need to communicate what it is that you're doing to other people, and you want to ultimately feel understood in that. So there's people around you who can help you clarify what it is that you're trying to do, clarify what it is that you need, what it is that you want, what it is that you truly desire. So you're super supported during this time, Crystal. I hope that this reading was helpful for you. If it was, please leave some sort of review. Let me know in the comments how it resonated. Okay, let's move forward. I got Miss Stephanie. I'm not sure if she's here right now. Miss Stephanie is just the sweetest lady ever. We actually have the same birthday, so this is my birthday twin. Okay, Stephanie, let's go ahead and see. I'm so excited. What does the new moon have in store for you? Spirit, please give me whatever messages that you have for Stephanie during this new moon in Cancer. What is it that she needs to know moving forward in order to be along her highest vibration? What does Stephanie need to do in order to pass all the tests this season and to manifest her heart's truest desire? Please be very deliberate with these messages. Thank you so much. All right, Stephanie, let's get it going. Yes! Okay, girl, let's see what the spirit, I'm funny. What spirit has in store for you? Thank you so much for these messages, Spirit. What does Stephanie have to look forward to during this new moon in Cancer? Ooh. You want this one? Thank you so much, Spirit. So, Stephanie, there might be some situations that you need to sort of stay guarded in during this new moon season. I feel like you are manifesting a lot. Like you're okay. I got to read them. Let's go ahead and read them. So the sense that you might need to be a little bit is coming to me. And it's also Cancer season. Cancer is about being protective. Whatever it is that you're feeling is going to be intense. And when you are in that supercharged, like super motivated space, right? To like, I'm going to do life and I'm going to do it on my own terms. And this is my plan. And this is how I want to do things. Then there are always going to be people and situations and circumstances that come to sort of test you and see, is this really what you want? Okay, so what about when we put this challenge in front of you? What about when we put that challenge in front of you? And the tricky thing about this period for you is that these challenges or these hurdles may be more psychological. It might be more like mind games, stuff that's not super cut and dry. There could be people in your space that are not necessarily the most happy for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's going to be super blatant, like they're just going to come out of the woodwork and give you smoke and give you problems. But what I am saying is it's best to keep your ideas close to the cuff. It's best to kind of keep to yourself during this time. if you are experiencing any frustration, don't go talking about it. Don't let people know that they're ruffling your feathers or getting to you at all, because ultimately I feel like your heart space is super open. Like I feel like you are in space where you are super, that sometimes when you're super like well-meaning like that and open like that, it can be like a red flag for other people who want to come and steal joy. I don't know what the hell that's all about, Stephanie. You could tell me more than I could tell you. But I also see, and the reason I'm saying like you're in such a good space right now, it might be kind of like putting off a siren for other people, is your mind at this point. You know exactly, like I said, what it is that you want and what direction you want to go in. And you probably already put, girl, I know we've talked. Stephanie has a whole skincare line, y'all. I'm going to show you in a minute, is what she doesn't know. I'm getting ready to show it to y'all. But I know you've already done a lot of the work. And so, the last time I spoke to you was so long ago. You probably done a lot more work since then and made some headway for yourself. The Empress is sort of like, to me, it's kind of like the Magician card, but it's a sexualized version. So, anytime we have a feminine card, this is talking about where we are within ourselves on the inside intuitively. And so you are, okay, so it's an intuitive card, but the Empress talks about having learned a whole bunch of lessons as far as how things are done, right? Within the realm of the cups, the emotions, the fire, the passion, the earth, the money, the finances, the resources, in the air, the thoughts, and the mindset that is needed. She's graduated in all of those areas, and she's like really ready to do shit her own way and be the boss of a situation. And within that, your desires are the thing that are driving you forward. And you're like, no, this is who I am. And this is how I'm going to do life. And this is how I'm going to run my shit and direct my situation. Right. And then there's just some people that are like, yeah, I want in, or, there might just be some fuckery going on. And you see that this dude has like his fingers crossed behind his back. Like, I don't know what the fuck that's all about, Stephanie. You need to investigate the people that are closest to you, that are around you. Make sure that your paperwork is super. Like, if you got people around you that about your game plan but not trying to help you, then that's where the shit's kind of weird. And you need to kind of put some boundaries up so that you can make sure that the Empress protects her domain, right? Because you have the Two of Swords. Two of Wands, which talks about you needing to make an idea of how you, or make a decision on how it is that you want to move forward in life overall. So this is kind of like the Matrix type shit. Like, if you had to go red pill or blue pill, which one are you doing? You're probably making a lot of heart-centered decisions, especially because you got the Queen of Cups here with you. Just having to ask yourself, like, what is most in alignment with me and who I am and where I want to go. And so just know that you have the potential to make a very powerful move in your life right now, but you've got to see the opportunity for what it is. And whatever way you choose to go is going to ripple out. And like this decision that you're making, or this, next few weeks, the way that you choose to play it could have like more of a butterfly effect on your life. I want to see, I honestly want to get a clarifier for the Seven of Swords. I just want to clarify, who the fuck is this in the mix that's like, I don't like it. Spirit, can you give me, okay, thank you so much. Yeah, there might be some gossip going on. There might be some people that are just talking for the sake of talking, and it's not necessarily conducive to your situation because you got the Prince of Swords. So yeah, people who want to be like, I don't know, they might be trying to discourage you from what it is that you're trying to do, or make it seem like, just, I don't know, they're finding little stupid shit to say to you to try to get that sense of doubt in your mind, to get like something going in your head that makes you feel like, you're not on solid ground. Because even look at this dude's coat. He's got two foxes on his coat. So yeah, whatever it is that you're doing, I would say don't talk to people. Like, that is going to be my main advice for you, Stephanie. I want to see, let's pull from this life purpose card. What type of decision is Stephanie making? What type of decision is this here, represented by the Two of Wands? And how can she make this decision in the best way possible? So yeah, Spirit is saying that you are looking towards your freedom. And so the decision is going to be, are you going to stay roped up in this energy here with these people who don't really mean you the best, and they talk a lot about shit that you got going on and they don't really believe in it. They don't feel, like they try to pull out facts out of their ass about why it's not going to work, or like, well, as a matter of fact, did you know, like that type of person? Or are you going to go more towards your heart and make the moves that you know are right for you, and like allow your desires to push you forward and allow your sense of like determination? If you look at this lady, she is so determined to do what she's going to do. Nobody's going to tell her no. Nobody's going to get in her head, and she's even like, for you, this little thing here that she's got going on is like a protection spell. I feel like you need to put a protection on your head right now and watch your words and your temper. Like if you are feeling angry about something and like you want to make a move based out of, you being angry about like somebody is doing you dirty, they're talking shit or whatever, they're trying to restrain you, right? Don't say nothing. Don't say anything. Just make the move and do what you're going to do and let it be that. Because what you really want is freedom. And I feel like the more that you give to this situation of the naysayers and the people who want to come in and cross your mind up, the more you're going to be chained to them and their ideas and what it is that they think is supposed to be going on for you, which is complete bullshit. It's complete bullshit. Spirit, what does Stephanie need to do in order to stay in her highest alignment as it pertains to this situation? How can she offer herself protection in this situation, moving forward? Thank you so much, Spirit. Learn. So it's saying that whatever is going on, I feel like you probably, like, come on, you know exactly what the situation is. If they're around with the goal and shit like that, and it's basically saying like, learn that you can't keep doing the same things with the same people. Like you've got to switch shit up at some point. You know what the patterns are. That's another thing with these sword cards. They really do talk about the patterns that we, and some are unconscious. And when we become aware of our own patterns, it's easier to see when other people are playing out patterns that's like, oh, that's what self-doubt looks like. Oh, that's what, negative self-talk looks like. Oh, that's what self-betrayal and the self-fulfilling prophecy looks like. Like this is where we have to identify the thing, and Spirit will give you a minute to like toy around with it and learn about it. But once you know better, you got to do better. This might be yourself too, Stephanie. Like I'm not necessarily saying that there has to be somebody around you. It could be a self-imposed sort of like crossing up. Like when I said self-fulfilling prophecy, it reminded me like sometimes we're our own worst enemy, and like we have such huge heart spaces and we know what it is that we want to do, and we carry such powerful dreams, but then when you start to enact them, sometimes it feels like, oh my God, can I do this? Am I equipped? Do I know? Because you are entering onto this path alone. And so I feel like it's going to really be about your own sense of awareness and how well you're able to direct yourself. So making sure that you're staying positive so that you can move this ascension toward goals. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm going in and out. It keeps saying that my connection is unstable. So thank you so much, Stephanie. Stephanie is such a gem. I got to show you guys. She sent me some skincare because she actually has a bomb ass skincare line. So as I'm talking about her dreams and her goals and her aspirations, she is such a rich spirit and with just full of purpose. I believe she's also a Pilates instructor. Super dope. Oh, I'm sorry. I was cutting in and out. It kept saying my connection. I'm sorry about that, Stephanie. Yes, and you're welcome. I love when I hear that, the readings resonate with you guys, because this ain't me talking. This is Spirit, honey. Okay. But let me show you guys Stephanie's skincare line because it's just awesome. It's called Cardinal and Clove. And I'm going to do you an official video. I've been using it on my daughter. We need to do you a video. So this is the universal oil. I use this just to wash my face, and it's good for people, I feel like, that have like dry skin. My daughter has a lot of dry patches and things like that, and she uses this to actually cleanse. We don't use like a soap or anything like that. Let me show this. Yes, put your IG down there, put your website down there if that one up. Let these people know. And it's sweet almond oil and castor oil infused with I can't say this. Calendula? Is it calendula and rosebuds. Y'all, I know how to read. Don't judge me, okay? So this is the universal oil, the cleanser, and it leaves your skin so radiant. You will not be dry at all. You won't be super oily at all. You just feel super, super clean. As you guys can see, like I have on very little makeup, just a little bit of powder under my eyes. And of course I do my little eyebrows, but it leaves you super dewy, but not greasy at all. And then we also have this face and body mist that's just like a refresher. It's called the Calypso Cascade. And my daughter loves this because she likes to spray it and stuff like that. And it's a good moisturizer or skin refresher. So y'all go check out my girl, okay? Because listen, this collective here, we are all doing things that are driven by purpose. And she explained to me, I had done a reading for Stephanie. She explained to me the purpose behind her line and sort of her mission behind it. And I just feel like we need to fill up her cup. Okay, so let's get into some holistic shit. Y'all sick of using store brand stuff that breaks you out, full of chemicals. Go check out Cardinal & Clove to get you some nice holistic skincare. Okay, guys. All right, I've got one more client that I have that pre-reserved. If any of you guys would like to reserve a spot to get a personal reading right now, I will be doing readings until about 10:15. It's not too late. The way that you reserve your spot is you just want to make a $10 payment to either the PayPal or the Cash App in the description box, or you can leave your $10 here on Super Chat. So we got produced by Det. Let's go. We getting ready to do a reading for this man here. I texted him. I know he's in the background. So let's go ahead and see what Spirit has in store. Okay. For this man. Thank you so much, Spirit. Oh, this breeze. Y'all, I got my window open. It feels so good outside. Like, what type of July is this? It's not hot at all right now. I'm hot because I'm under these lights, but outside it's really cool. I can appreciate it. Okay, Spirit, what messages does that need to know for this full moon, or excuse me, new moon in Cancer? What does he need to know moving forward in order to move along with his highest vibration? Lots of Queen of Cups energy, man. People are really feeling their feelings right now and identifying with how they feel, and that's okay. I feel like Cancer season is either the time where people get super out of whack with their emotions or super in tune with their emotions. And I'm loving the fact that I feel like a lot of people are becoming more in tune and identifying more with their authentic selves. That's where the growth is. That's where the growth is. Okay, Dad, so you got Queen of Cups up first, meaning that, like I said, you're really, really sure about where you stand on how you feel. You are open to receive the abundance that is coming to you through the universe, and really, really just focus on staying steady, right? Not getting too out of whack with things. You also have the Queen of Discs. So you could be doing a lot of internal work on just trying to clean up your finances, trying to get, more steady as far as, your long-term goals and projections, really coming into a space where you're feeling settled and stable within your emotions. And it's having an effect on your sense of abundance, right? Both emotionally and financially and resourcefully. There's a sense of balance here. Like I said, you're really gathering up your resources and trying to figure out what your next steps are and how you can show up more in emotional situations, how you can show up more in, financial situations. But it starts with you first. And you understand that, like, okay, let me go ahead and get my internals workings together, right? So that I can be more equipped to handle these situations. Because it's so funny. Y'all would be surprised how many people have the masculine version of shit figured out and they know how to enter into the world and like how to conduct business. But then when the time comes to show and prove, they don't have their insides together. So it's like, yeah, I set this whole shit up, but I am not able to execute at all because I'm not. Like the feminine part of us is like, okay, but what is it really on the inside? Like, do you really have your mind right? Is your heart in the right space? Are you ready? You know what I'm saying? Because women are about preparation and getting shit together, nurturing oneself and really giving yourself everything you need to be able to show up and to go out and execute. Okay. Then you also have the Prince of Swords here. So there could be a lot of communication, a lot of talking to people at this point in time. There could be a lot of petty communication at this time because motherfuckers just be talking. Okay. Prince of Swords is also just about being super like sure about how you feel and wanting to voice those new feelings and new beliefs and not stepping down for anybody. Okay. So you're super defensive over what it is that you believe and what your thoughts are, how you see things, your perspective on the world. Okay. And it can also lead to a little bit of conflict with some other people who might not believe the same things as you. And that's cool because honestly, Cancer season, like I said, it's about us all identifying with who we are and where we are in this moment. Okay. Y'all, okay, sorry. Yeah, who we are and where we are in this moment. And so I feel like for you, it might be best for you to go ahead and be internally, get your peace and things like that. And then go ahead and say what it is that you need to say, but don't dwell in that space. It's going to rub some people the wrong way. But honestly, like, better out than in is what grandma always used to say. Better that you say what you really got to say and tell people what you really mean than to, not voice your opinion and not be heard and not get your needs met. That's what Cancer season is getting ready to be about, getting your needs met. So let's see what can you focus your feelings and emotions and your new plans on? What type of medium could you use to focus your new plans and your emotions on so that you make sure not to go out of whack? Family, books, and talk to your angels. So Spirit is saying at this time, what you need to focus on in order to really stabilize these two and not give these two too much energy is really your family. And they're going to help you to really ground yourself and identify what's important to you, what your values are, what things do you need in your physical surroundings that are going to make you feel more stable. I think I tweeted that earlier, literally. So that's like a collective message for everybody. This Cancer new moon is like you getting the opportunity to finally put it out there, intend that this is going to be something that you're going to work on. And you're asking Spirit, hey, how can I create an environment that makes me feel full for myself? And for you, that is going to start with family. It says loving your family and friends is essential to your life purpose. We also have books. So you might have there might be some new information that you need to get into, or maybe you need to kind of cut out social media, cut out all of the new school type of stuff and just center your mind back on a good book in order to catch that good grounding that's coming your way. And also to change your perspective on things. I feel like, when you're I don't know. I know people that love books more than they love people because you can always get lost in a book. And the reason that they love books is because there's always a new scenario. And it's like watching a movie, almost changing perspective. You learn so much through reading, not only because you're getting that storytelling and all of the information from the pages, but the literal act of reading makes you smarter, right? It makes your brain work faster. So yeah, Spirit is saying, okay, it's time for you to delve back on into those books. It says you connect with your life purpose through your involvement with books. And then talk to your angels. So if you're feeling stressed at all about, who do I talk to? I need to voice these things. I need to talk, but I don't want to be messy. And I don't want to, be arguing with these other people who don't see things the way that I see them. Because really right now, any friction that you have is going to be over differences in perspective between you and the people you're communicating with. So it might be smart for you to, like I said, I think you should stand your ground, but at the same time, not get too caught up in the back and forth. So talking to your angels is going to give you guidance. It's going to give you some clarity. And it says, instead of worrying, just ask for divine guidance. Okay. All right, guys, that seems like it's going to be it for tonight. Thank you to everybody who joined me. I love you guys so much, and I really do appreciate all of your love and support. Just know that it never goes unnoticed. I know who my ride or dies are, okay? And I love you guys. So I'm going to continue to do these new moon readings and things like that. Just watch out for the announcements. I will announce maybe an hour prior that I'm getting ready to go live because like I said, I'm filling up my schedule with more high vibe stuff. This is where I want to prioritize my time. Thank you, Stephanie. Blessings to you as well. I'm talking to your friend right now. I'm getting ready to hop back into that conversation that I'm having with her. She reached out to me tonight. So thank you for sending her as well. But yeah, guys, make sure that if you have any extra time on your hands, that you check out that Cancer new moon video that I already did. It talks about the astrology aspects of what's going on. And then if you're more into tarot, you can check out the Cancer season videos that I just released. I did all 12 zodiac signs. Each sign has about a 10-minute reading, just telling you guys what the entire month of Cancer season, I think it was from like June 19th to July 23rd, what that whole period is going to look like for you based on your sun, moon, or rising sign. Pretty dope. Got lots of content out there for you guys to eat up. Just make sure you peruse through the channel and click on whatever interests you. I'm going to keep this up throughout the season. So just know that this is the new format that you guys can expect. And let's get it popping, okay? Because it's high vibe season, baby. I'd like to leave you guys with this. First of all, I almost forgot. You guys check out byriviere.com. I got this custom Nell Nicole nameplate. You see it. You see it. You see it. I'm sorry to get loud and have to stand up and rise up on y'all. But I got this custom nameplate from byriviere.com. Make sure you go check my girl out. She also has an Instagram. I believe the Instagram is byriviere as well. Tarnish-free jewelry. I wear this to the beach. I went to the pool. I've been showering and I haven't taken it off for maybe about a week, and I'm good. So you guys go check that out. It's nice and affordable, handcrafted jewelry. I just had to make sure I said that before I log off. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like it. And I will check you guys later. Y'all know I'm tired because I'm fumbling over my words. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye.